Hey, it's Rachel, and today we'll be talking a little bit about investing in yourself and also about purpose. So let's just start, and then I will, share a bit more. All right. So investing in itself, there's many different kinds of investments. There's monetary investments, time investments, energy investments. It could mean like investing in your relationship, because when you invest in yourself to develop relationships, then you just become closer to the person. And then it could be investing in yourself to build up your health, like going to the gym, like eating, organic, healthier choices kind of diet. It could also be investing in yourself in terms of learning the skills to, um, let's say, earn money or earning, sorry, earn money or build a hobby and become a professional photographer. That's called investing in yourself. And it pays a lot. But let's just proceed and we'll see. So the quote of the day today is invest in yourself first, expect nothing from no one, and be willing to work for everything. So why do you want to invest in yourself? Because it pays the best interest. It's not about not investing in like stocks, because some I see Alex Hormozy have posted there's this SME is much more bigger than S&P 500, which essentially just means that when you invest in yourself, it pays out way more than if you invest in stocks. And I can totally understand that because a lot of things are actually out of our control. For example, real estate is out of your control. The economy is out of your control. The stock is out of your control. Crypto is out of your control. Nothing's really in your control, honestly, except you. So investing in yourself just means that if it doesn't mean that you don't invest in these, you could, but always learn how to invest in them properly. Maybe that's through reading, through a mentor, through a podcast, whatever the case is. It just means that you want to learn how to invest. And through that learning how to invest, it's equivalent to investing in yourself. And so that's the reason why you're able to get more returns out of your investment when you invest in yourself first. All right, so going on to purpose, which is ikigai. The idea here is you want to invest in yourself to find your purpose, you want to develop your purpose, and then you want to give it to the world. So why do you want to give it to the world? Like it's just your purpose. But actually, most people gain a lot of satisfaction through helping others. And it's like this innate human psychology or ability that basically makes us want to help. When you help others, when others, feel that your help is really, really huge, in Chinese terms, it's called 雪中送炭, meaning sending charcoal and heat in the winter, essentially warming up that person. And you would feel like, oh, you've done a really good thing today. You've done a really good thing over the last few days, and whatever the case is. And so you feel really good. And so that's the reason why you want to develop your purpose. Because as you can see, in Japanese terms, it's called ikigai. There's love, there's money, there's needs and skills. And then in the little squares, well, not squares, sorry, in the, what do you call it? Venn diagram. Anyway, there's passion, there's mission, vocation, and profession. So the idea here is your purpose is something that you love doing, that you're good at doing. So there's love, there's skills. It meets the needs of the world, which means the world needs it, and then it can also make you money. And that's the perfect thing because when you find that purpose, you're essentially earning money, helping others, doing the things you love, and doing the things that you're good at. So wouldn't you consider that as the perfect career? You know. So the idea here is when you find your ikigai, the world will conspire for you, and the universe will give you clues. So that's why when in terms of goal settings, when I mentioned before about goal setting, when I said that you gotta write it down, you gotta visualize it. The only reason why you gotta do this all day, every day, see it every single time you wake up, see it as often as possible, it's because you're helping the world, the universe realize what you want, and you're helping the world and the universe conspire for you to give you what you want. All right. And so the idea here I want you to get to is you are where you should be right now. It doesn't matter if you're slightly behind, if that's what you think you are. It doesn't matter if you might be 40 years old already. It doesn't matter if you're 60. It doesn't matter if you're just 18. You know, you're never too young. You're never too old. You are where you should be right now. Of course, your choices and your decisions you made in the past are what caused your current situation and what it will prepare you for the future. And so when you start making more hard choices, when you start accepting that, you know, life's gonna be enjoyable, but there are some discomfort, some hardships that you have to go through in order to achieve that. Investing in yourself isn't really fun because when you invest in yourself, yes, you get to learn stuff. For example, you get to go to the gym, but when you go to the gym, you're working out, your muscles are in pain. Like, it's not comfort. So the idea here is all this discomfort, they're helping you grow. And that's what will prepare you for the better, brighter future. So as you can see on the post-it notes, start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. And then by starting, by never giving up, by consistently doing the things that's gonna make a difference, I believe that your life would change a couple years down the road, definitely within the next 5 years. And how do you want to take, how do you take full control of your life? Life is not what happens to you, life is how you respond to what happens. If you expect nothing from everyone, if you just focus on yourself, your growth, and your desire to contribute in your own unique way, then you would have achieved complete control over your life. People could be out there trying to piss you off, trying to maybe insult you, trying to throw, rude remarks, or you might just have your tire, you know, what do you call it? You might have your car breakdown, you might have your tire exploding. Okay. The idea is how do you respond to it? If you focus on growing yourself, if you focus on not letting things affect you, if you focus on just dealing with things as they are, trying to find solutions, trying to be grateful, then you have achieved complete control. Because all of these hurtful remarks, all of these shitty days, they will not affect you anymore. And you will just go through it just like a normal day, or just like a day that you actually want to happen. And that's okay. It's just called setting, the right expectations, because it will never be, rainbows and sunshine and rainbows all the way, but you can control how you react and make it lean towards sunshine and rainbows a little bit more. And yes, you can feel mad. Yes, you can feel upset. Yes, you can cry. That's fine. Just give yourself 5 minutes to react, just like what I mentioned um last week or maybe a couple of weeks ago. Just give yourself 5 minutes to react however you want, and then afterwards move on. If you think that you can handle without 5 minutes, that's fine as well. Just don't bottle things up. And so that's how you take full control of your life. And might I remind you as well, also, success is the child of failure. Nobody's going to care about your success more than you. You have to be the one to put in the work, the blood, sweat, and tears. As you can see, it is a ladder up. And, there's always going to be multiple failures before you get to the success. Of course, when you hire coaches, when you hire mentors, there's going to be less failures, but it doesn't mean you won't fail at all. So what you want to do is accept that you will fail, but the faster you fail, the faster you succeed. And so fail fast, fail often. That's going to bring you to the success that you want. And at the end of the life, the biggest thing that you must get is you don't want to have any regrets. Whether that's regrets because you haven't been developing a good relationship with your friends or your family, whether that's regrets because you have decided to be a couch potato, and not exercise, and now you've got shitty health, whether that's regrets because you stayed in your dead end job for 40 years, whether that's regrets because you decided that you didn't want to do something when you actually wanted to do it. What I mean is, for example, you wanted to have an experience flying first class suites just before you pass away or things like that. And you just kept telling yourself, oh, it's just too much money. Um, I just can't do it. But the thing is, humans, our lifespan is pretty short. People might not die of old age. We could die because of a car accident, because of health shitty, because anything really. So what I want to say is don't have any regrets in your life and do the things that you really want to do, because only through doing those things that you'll know actually how much joy these things could bring you. For example, I think people sometimes think that I'm pretty adventurous, and I have gone skydiving before. So that is the one thing that I really, really wanted to do. And I did feel a little bit scared because I'm not a fan of heights. I mean, they're okay, but I'm not a fan of it. But I still did it because it just seemed pretty cool. And honestly, I loved it. I would have said that I wouldn't mind going to skydive a couple more times. And for example, recently, I've also gone to do my boating and personal watercraft license. Basically, it's just because number one, I love the water, I love the seas, and it makes me calm. And I really want to learn how to drive a boat. Just like I want to learn how to scuba dive. So I'll just basically get to learning these experiences one by one because that's just what I want my life to be like. It just feels alive. Like hopping off a plane, um, skydiving feels alive. Wakeboarding feels alive. All these things make me feel alive. It just feels like I'm living the life that I should be living. And one thing you want to say at the end of your life is, man, I love my life. It's the most amazing I could have lived. And that's why you don't want to leave any regrets. All right. So if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. If you want more tips on living out your best life, value-driven content, my social media links are up on the top right-hand corner of the page. And hope you have a wonderful day. Enjoy.